Welcome to Bell Brothers Brewing.
Engineers talking about beers.
I'm Curtis.
I'm Cody.
And today we're doing the Brown Ale Review.
Make sure to like,
Subscribe, and check out that YouTube channel.
and leave us a comment down below. We don't have any comments. We'd love to interact with our community,
Damn
but
right.
nobody wants to talk to us.
Right?
Please, talk to me. First one, will probably be more. There's a lot of brown ales out there. Not that we could find them this time. I went to the store. It's so hard. Make more brown ales, brewing companies.
There's lots of brown ales. There's different types of brown ales. Some of my favorite brown ales out there would be English style brown ales. Man, those are amazing. The American browns tend to go a little too bitter for me. This is going to be a great beer review. And there's only 5 beers, so we're not going to be like smashed by the end of it.
Nope, should be a nice quickie one.
All right, well, let's go over the beers that we've got, Cody, and we'll get into the review moving forward. First up, we've got D9 Brewing Company's Mocha Brown. Some of D's nuts.
These nuts. Got him!
No, that's a D's chocolate. We've got Grand Teton Brewing Company's Bitch Creek Brown Ale.
No, you said that wrong. It's bitch.
Does Marcellus
Brown-
Wallace look like a bitch to you?
Gotcha, bitch.
Say what again? All right, Rogue Ales Hazelnut Brown Nectar.
Nyet. And next up, we've got Samuel Smith's Nyet Brown Ale.
Telluride Brewing Company's Face Down Brown Ale.
Nyet, 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 nyet. So 4 brown ales. I would say the 2 biggest regions are America and the UK. At least for ones that are mostly the brown ale style you're thinking of, because like everywhere's got brown ales. But like a Doppelbock is not a brown ale.
Right.
Let's
Let's talk about the definition of a brown ale, right? Like by style guide, brown ale is malt forward, right? But
English brown ale is malt forward.
oh, true.
American brown ale is hop forward still for some reason.
Right. Anything with American tends to like just we'll throw more hops at it, right?
Throw more hops at it.
But I think the defining characteristic is that it's kind of middle of the road. It doesn't accentuate like those dark fruit characters. It starts to kind of go into the caramel,
A little caramely, a little nutty.
but it doesn't go toasty, doesn't go roasty, doesn't
Yeah.
go toffee. You know,
I think those are really, that's the best way to describe it there. Also medium body, more often
Yeah.
than not. You're not really seeing a lot of full, heavy-bodied beers here. Not a lot of alcohol either. Usually like the 5 to 6 range.
these are great drinkable
Yeah.
average beers, right? It's something you go to a brewery for and you're like, man, I'm not sure. I don't want anything real exciting one way or another. I just want to sit and just drink a couple of really great pints.
Yeah.
And go.
I'm a giant. My pint glass is so tiny.
This is a pint. Man, the color, look at that. Super clear.
Yes, nice brown.
No doubt it's professional.
Man, this is a good one.
It's not, again, this falls into that crushable category where there's flavors, but nothing is really jumping out one way or another.
All right.
Three, two, one. You are both wrong.
Hey, we both guessed the same thing.
Well,
It's not the grand titties.
At that point, it's got to be Telluride Brewing Company's Face Down Brown. Because
I would
it
hope.
doesn't have any coffee, or at least if this is mocha, I'm smoking something.
Before we get too much further, let's go to the beer. 6, 7?
6. I
I
think
think
it's 6. It's crushable, but like I said, there's nothing exciting about it.
It's not super interesting. It's just, it's smooth. It's a little more hop forward. That's what made me go
Yeah,
American.
American.
Because if not, I would have gone Samuel Smith's because it says nut brown ale, but there's a little nuttiness here. I was like, yeah, it could be a little less nut forward here, but it's got a little more hop than I would expect
Right.
out of an English style brown.
Yeah, the bitterness on this is a little more intense across the board. The malts are not shining through as an English style would be normally. It's not taking that front stage to it. It's not bad. It's a 6. It truly is.
For an American brown ale, I like it quite a bit.
If this has mocha, I will eat my shorts.
Eat my shorts.
Yeah.
There's no way.
If this was supposed to be the mocha, the hazelnut, or the nut, it's not nutty enough to have nut in the name.
Not at all. No. So we're gonna take this as the face down brown ale.
I think that's a good guess here.
On to the next one.
All right.
Darker.
Darker.
A little more color.
Little
less head.
Less head, yeah. It's got a.
Oh man, the aromas on that.
Ooh, yeah.
Whoa. Whoa, that nuttiness. No question.
Nut!
It is nutty.
So that puts it at 2 of them, most likely.
Yep.
The question is, which?
Two, one. Ah, you're both correct.
That Rogales?
Hazelnut!
Yeah. I think, all right, well, let's go to the beer.
7. I like that.
Yeah, this one actually I'm gonna verge on an 8 because of the balance.
I just wish it was a hint sweeter, I think. If there's a little more, like a slight carameliness to the malt profile, like that's what made me go Rogue over Sam Smith's.
Yes,
This
exactly.
is clearly an American style malt bill.
Yeah.
It's a little more hop forward. The malt bill is really just, there's a slight hint of nuttiness in the malt. And then you've got the hazelnut flavoring coming in after that.
Yeah. The hops don't shine through, then the flavor of the hops isn't there, right? It's bitter, but
Yeah.
I think they really tried to let the kind of default nutty character of the malts really come through on the beer. Next.
Next.
Next. And go.
Brown.
And carbonated.
Carbonated. A little murkier brown.
Well, I know where that's going. Yep.
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 Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
I don't even need a timer.
Nope, we're done.
Do we even need to?
Write it out.
Okay.
And 3, 2, 1. Yeah.
The mocha brown. Yeah. The unhappy face.
Yep.
Mocha. I put mocha in quotations. Yep.
Let's go to the beer real quick before we absolutely destroy this.
1,
I give it 2.
2.
I didn't immediately want to spit it back in the cup.
There's no process error, but calling this mocha is like calling a Ford Pinto a Ferrari. I mean,
Yep.
it just, no.
It tastes like they tried to use Folgers for their mocha. They're like, what's cheap? You know what? Some Folgers. We'll just grab some Folgers Instant and just pour it in the fermenter and call it good. Because this just has old wet coffee grounds that have been sitting in a sink flavor.
There's no brown ale flavors in this that I'm really, it's because the coffee is just so dominating and it's not good.
Yeah, I think they had, if you took the coffee out, I think you'd have a 5 because it's a very baseline American brown.
Like a neutral brown.
Because it's not overly hoppy. I mean, that might be the coffee kind of knocking down the hops a little, but
maybe.
It's not overly hoppy. It's not super bitter. It seems like it would have a good baseline, and then it was just like old wet coffee right on top of everything to just ruin the flavor.
It just, it puts me immediately into a compost post.
Yeah, like it tastes dirty. It tastes like not dirty, like dirt.
D9 Brewing Company, you need to go back to the drawing board. You need to understand what the hell a mocha is, right? Maybe just go down to Starbucks, spend the $6 and have a mocha. Just taste that for a second and then taste this. And then go back and
the big
taste that.
thing is-
and then taste this. And then throw this away. Don't do that.
And realize that Starbucks is like a 5 on the enjoyment.
that's
like
not
a 5 out of
great
10. It's
mocha.
not the greatest mocha in the world. You have failed to even achieve a mediocre mocha.
This is not good. I have hopes for more. Let's move on to the next one.
Yeah. Ooh, very dark.
Nice
This one
head.
looks nice.
Good look on it. I like.
Pretty good smell.
Yeah, decent aromatics on that. I think I know where I'm gonna go with that one.
I haven't decided yet.
It's still very. Yeah, there's some really good flavors on this. I'm really enjoying that.
That's time.
All right, I know where I'm going.
Both wrong again.
Yeah.
Damn it!
Really?
Then was that the Samuel Smiths?
If that's Sam's, I'm very upset about that. Let's go to the beer.
6?
Yeah, it's an unobtrusive 6. I agree. It's heavily American styled. The bitterness out of that is not allowing some of that malt sweetness to shine through. How are we wrong again? What else could be there? We did the D9. We did
2
the Rogue,
American Browns.
and we had 2 American Browns, and we've guessed Grand twice, which means Sam Smith was in there somewhere apparently.
Yeah.
One more beer.
Yeah, but okay, then we rest Grand Teton on the first American-ish one, and we were wrong. Then we had the Hazelnut Brown. Then we had the D9.
Yep.
And then we guessed Grand Teton again on the next American-ish brown,
Right.
which means, and you said we were wrong, which means the last one has to be Grand Teton.
Yeah.
Which means one of the first two, this one or the first one,
I think
is Sam Smith.
The first one is closest to an English style brown ale.
This
I
one
guess.
might have been it.
Really?
It's
No.
not very nutty.
No, it's not. And the hops dominating. It's got an
It's slightly-
it's got an American style hop
Yes,
to it.
but it's slightly less dominant than the first one.
Go.
Ooh, that's very clear. Like that's crystal clear. Yeah, hold it in front of your face so you can see through it and see me.
This one tastes like the first one. Or yeah. This is back to the first. So in this case, I'm gonna say, so flavoring wise, I know the taste. It's back. This is the first one again.
You're correct. I doubled up on you.
Yeah.
So guess it again. What's the first one?
I had higher hopes for this one.
Go. Yes, the first one was the British Brown.
Yeah, not in a great way though.
No, like
I remember this one being so much better. Check the date on this
I'll
one.
say it feels old to me, doesn't it?
it could be if there's a date on it.
There's a date on it.
Yeah. Well, we already did the beer.
We already did
it's
beer,
5.
that's
Yeah, it's not that nutty. It's not that sweet.
It's more English. Let me say it that way than the other one.
Yep.
it is more
By
English.
comparison to the one that we had just had, this tastes more English now.
But if you ask for like which one thus far that we've tasted is most English, I got to go Rogue Ales.
Yeah, they had the most like balance between malt and hop. It had the good flavor of the hazelnut.
Yeah.
Like if it had had just a little bit more caramel on it, it would have been a clearly English style brown.
Is this the last one?
This is the last one.
Which would have to be then.
It could be either Telluride or Grand, or no, it has to be Grand Teton.
This is Grand Teton's Bitch Creek.
The Bitch Creek.
Hopefully.
First impressions, it's a little murky.
I like the additional Bonnie is what it looks like. Like it's got a little more to it.
The aroma,
That's American.
so like, hey look, pine tree.
Wow. Whoa, that's, what did we say in the very intro? The brown style IPA.
Yeah. Woo! The fuck. Let's go to the beer. 1.
That's not a brown ale. That's
You are wrong.
to style. That's a 1. That's a 0. It is wrong, misplaced. It does not belong in this category.
That
Yeah.
is a brown IPA. A very dank and piney brown IPA.
Grand Teton Brewing Company, you need to go back to the drawing board. Obviously, you have not read your BJCP guidelines well enough. You don't understand. Maybe just take a step back and go drink some brown ales. Some real, traditional brown ales.
I mean, Or just change the name. Like if there was just a mistake and you got to the end, you went, huh. Like I would sip this as a brewer and just be like, well, we're not calling that a brown ale.
Right.
We're going brown IPA or brown pale ale, something. I'm not calling that a brown ale because it's not.
Grand Teton, no bueno. So we got 2 no buenos on that one. Sam Smith is a bit of a letdown, but Rogue Ales brings it home again.
Yes. Rogue Ales nailed it. That was a damn good hazelnut.
Hell yeah, that was. Thank you, Rogue Ales. That was good stuff.
And you guys tied because apparently you know and don't know your brown ales.
Right. Well, I had higher hopes from Sam Smith because I remember having this one. Now, the last time I think I drank Sam Smith's was probably almost a decade ago.
Yeah.
Like-
So you may have just been a less refined palate. When you
Yeah.
sip it.
So when I tasted it and it said nut brown, I was like, oh man, taste that nut brownness. It may just not be that as good as I remember it.
Yeah.
Sam Smith does make a chocolate something or other, if I
They
remember
make a
correctly,
chocolate porter.
which is phenomenal. At least the last 5 years ago when I drank that one. But really, I think. Yeah, I had higher hopes for that one, which is what kind of screwed up the rest of it. If you like this material, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe.
And hit the bell icon. Make sure you get notifications.
Throw that comment down below.
Thank you for visiting us here at Bell Brothers Brewing.
This has been Engineers Talking About Beers.
Cheers.
Cheers.